Married at First Sight was on last night, and Zach moved into Mindy's apartment, but things only got worse. We had a pretty solid episode last night, the main thing being that Zach finally moved into Mindy's apartment, and they had a pretty good night together. Mindy got some wings, they were doing pretty well together, but when it came to actually going to sleep, Zach went into the guest bedroom, and I could see it in Mindy's eyes. She was devastated. She was heartbroken. I can't figure out what is going on with Zach, but he, for some reason, will not open up to Mindy, and he's just not into it. But before that happened, it was the whole recommitment day with this episode, and Zach and Mindy both committed. They're still together. They still wanted to work things out and make it work. But one of the things Mindy needed from Zach was for him to move in, and he did. But like I said, he slept in a different room. For some reason, he just isn't into Mindy, which makes me pretty much like 100% believe when it comes down to it, they are not going to stay together. And for the other couples, we have Mika and Michael. They both, wanted to stay together and work things out on recommitment day. Michael was just all over the place, nothing too interesting with him. Mika was just complaining about Michael's lying. That was basically her biggest thing, was he lies like crazy. Austin and Jessica, they're in the same boat. They're still plugging along. They're still happy as can be. They are going to make it forever. They are probably going to be one of the best couples on this show ever because they are so freaking happy still. Somehow, I never thought this was going to happen. I thought for sure they were going to get a divorce, and they are like the only couple out of these five that are still happy, still together, and will for sure make it. Then Katie and Derek were on, and they were probably one of the more interesting couples besides Zach and Mindy. They just, they had a lot of fighting. Basically, Derek reminds me of someone I know, me. He is a dreamer. He is a believer. He is just a big idea kind of guy. He's always shooting for the stars. Said he wants to write a book and make like a Christmas CD or something. I don't even know. That's how I am. I am always shooting for the stars, trying different things. And Derek reminds me of me, and we're so similar. Katie does not support his dreams. If I was with someone like that didn't support my dreams and ideas, I would immediately get a divorce. I wouldn't pursue the relationship. And that's where Derek is at. Derek is a dreamer. Katie was totally crushing Derek's dreams. She didn't believe in any of them. She didn't believe in the book idea. She didn't believe in the Christmas, music idea. She thought that was so stupid. And it kind of broke my heart because they were fighting, they were going back and forth, and all Derek wanted was just her verbal support. Just say, I support you. She doesn't need to be involved and help, but just say she supports him. She was not into that at all, and I think it's really just coming down to Katie doesn't like Derek enough to be married to him. She might like him as a friend. I don't think she's attracted to him, and I think she's just writing it out just to see how long she can make it work, but she's trying to find little different things to point out and pinpoint so the marriage won't ultimately work and so she can get a divorce. I don't think Katie likes Derek. I've heard rumors that they stayed together or that they've gotten a divorce, so I don't know what happens, but I just think Katie isn't into Derek, and I think she's just using this whole dreamer idea as just an excuse to hopefully end their marriage. Then there was Brandon and Taylor. It was painful to watch. Nothing interesting happened. I don't know what is going to happen with this couple. I do know that they end their marriage prematurely before the end of this show. Brandon is, I'm sorry, but he's a psychopath. He is nuts. He's crazy. Maybe I'm wrong, and Brandon, if you watch this video, maybe you're not crazy, but he seems to be crazy on the show. He just seems to be bipolar or something. 1 second, the guy's real happy and positive and genuine. The next second, you can't talk to him. He's swearing, he's screaming, and he still kind of has this thing going on where he's just so hot and cold. Now he's saying that he's going to try to kind of work on the marriage, and I know in the next episode, he is in a totally different stance on the whole marriage, and he wants to end it. Taylor, she seems to be nice and a catch, and she's cute, but I've heard so much other stuff from other people that she's kind of a liar and she's made up stuff on her past. I don't know where I stand on Taylor. I do think Taylor is very cute and very sweet and nice and normal. but I could be totally wrong. But Married at First Sight, it was a solid episode. A lot of the stuff broke my heart. When Zach didn't sleep in the same bedroom as Mindy, that broke my heart. I feel so bad for Mindy. And when the Derek and Katie fight happened, that kind of broke my heart too. So Married at First Sight, put in the comments below what you think of last night's episode. I thought it was solid, nothing too special, but pretty entertaining. Put in the comments below what you guys think, and stay tuned for many more.